my channel. Um, this is actually my birthday. Yay! Yes, it is my birthday today, and I figured, what the hell? Let's stream a little something, something, and not really. We're not gonna do the usual today. I'm actually gonna head off to my mom's in a while, so I don't really have that much time, and what better game to play than a short game, a relatively short game anyway. And what better game to play than the very first game I got? Well, if you don't count Tetris, the very first game that I ever got on a birthday, at all. Period. All right, the first game that was actually um, mine. I mean, not my dad's, not my family's. It was mine specifically, and that is Turtles: Follow the Foot Clan for Game Boy. Now, this is, of course, a very old game, and also it's a very short game. It is, I mean, I can beat this. I mean, you do have a choice of stage, but even from the first stage, I can beat this in, like, I think I clocked it in under 20 minutes last time. It's not going to be a speed run, of course. I'm saying that right now. I don't want to hear any fanboys go, "Ooh, you told us you could do it in under whatever." I'm not going to do that. But still, it is a short game. And that's just the thing. It's always a short game with the Turtles. I mean, you got this one. You got, like, Turtles in Time, which you can beat, I mean, at least in half an hour. But alright, let's go for it. This is also highly irregular because, well, usually I do this on 8-Bit Fun Day. April has been kidnapped by Shredder! Turtles, you must save April! But, seeing as how this is Game Boy, and it's a special occasion, so I'm gonna do this without making it part of the, the 8-Bit Fun Day series. And, of course, attack is going to be B, not A. And, of course, I'm always Leonardo. So, yeah, here we go. Yes, this was actually the very first game that I owned, and also the very first game that the very first Game Boy game my then best friend Henrik showed me, and it was I just fell in love with it because I loved the Turtles, and of course I couldn't wait, to play as Leonardo. Even though it's black and white, I could still, like, make the distinction because he had a sword. So it's like, yeah, it's Leonardo, even though it's the exact same sprite with the exception of the weapons. Oh, damn it! Oh right, I think I forgot something. There's like bonus stages as well, or maybe it's here. No, it isn't. Alright. Never mind. So yeah, this is a pretty straightforward side-scroller. It's nothing fancy. You just go around, kill a bunch of foot soldiers. On occasion, there's a Mauser. Oh. Alright. It's a little difficult playing with the Nintendo controller. Usually you have your Game Boy all nestled up in your lap, and it's much more responsive when it's authentic, but I think we're doing pretty okay so far. I would like to say I'm going to try to find every bonus stage, but I think I've already missed one. But I do think there's one hidden here. Yeah. That's one at least. Power up. Leave one remaining. Now, I used to be, you know, an expert at this. Because this was the game, of course, being the first game I ever got, this was the game that I'd played like 1,000,000 times. So, the object is to leave one shuriken. Oh, I thought there was someone in here. The object is to leave one shuriken. I usually do this like super fast, but I haven't played this in a long time. Alright. If I do this, I win. Thank you. Yay! So, yeah. Oh. Nah. And as always, if you want to message me anything, you're welcome to use the chat room. As this is not a PC game, the layout of this screen is a little different. I know you can't really see any chat text. There's no chat window, but you know where where the chat window is. I mean, it's in my channel. It's just not in this screen right now. So, but I do see it. I have it right up there on my secondary screen. So if you want to say something, feel welcome to just give a shout out. I have to check so that I know the stream is still going. As usual. I'm actually not really... yes, it is my birthday. So, yeah, of course. Feel free to wish me a happy birthday. Nobody's gonna, you know... Nobody's gonna be able to say anything. Especially since this game is so short. But, I was gonna say that I'm actually not that chipper today, even though it is my birthday, because following the laws of improbable timing, I just found out that on my birthday that I'm actually not gonna be able to keep my job. Yay! Happy birthday, dude! So, yeah, I've got until the end of September to find something new. So I do have a little time, but still, it's like, what the hell, man? Although this was always a risk, because this wasn't like a full-time job. This was, well, it was a full-time job, but it wasn't really. It was more like a project employment. It was more for a project, and I knew it could go south any day. So, I'm not that surprised, but I am that disappointed. So, again, the unemployment office awaits. Well, not yet, but soon. Yeah. And here comes the second bonus room, I think. Wait, no. Fuck. I missed it. You're supposed to, like, end up down there, and if you jump too high, as I just did, you can't get back, because you can't move back in this game. That was a thing back then. You couldn't really move back at all. You had one screen. If you moved beyond that screen, you know, you could never come back. And also, to commemorate this day, as it is my birthday, and it's also the day that I got the news that I'm gonna lose my job, I'm drinking wine. Yes! Ah, yes. This game truly brings back memories of a simpler time. When you were a kid and, you know, you didn't have to worry about things like unemployment. Things were much simpler back then. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Can't even scratch my nose. Oh! Already? It's boss time. It's Rocksteady, I think. Yep. Easy, easy. Come on. I could always do this without losing even one health, without losing one health. Health square? Health box? I don't know. The enemy must be near. April is screaming. That's actually a pretty disturbing message, you know? I never thought about it as a kid. Alright, should I pick another turtle now? I love Leonardo, he's always gonna be my favorite, but yeah, why not? Let's go with Mikey. I actually disliked Mikey the most, so conversely, strangely enough, I always picked Mikey. Why? Well, it's because of that old NES game. If you pick one turtle, you risk losing him, and then you don't get him back, and you have to pick another. So I always wanted to save Leonardo, and that's why I always picked Mikey first, because he was the one I wanted to waste first. So strangely enough, I usually played with Mikey a lot, but I don't even know why I did that, because the same rules don't apply to the Follow the Foot Clan. But it was like a remnant. Oh yeah, you don't even need to duck there. Another bonus. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Never mind then. There you go. Which one? Which one? Hit 6 targets. Oh no! Your reaction time has to be pretty quick here, and I always get a perfect score. But this is not gonna end well. I'm gonna miss like 1. Oh my god. Shit. What does this have to do with the turtles? Yeah! Perfect bonus. Still got it. Alright. These guys, they always look like flying phones. You know, like rotary phones. I remember them from when I was a kid. I always thought they looked like rotary phones. What are we up to? It's like the 4th bonus stage, I think. Power up. Oh, it's the shuriken again. Okay, fine. Let's just do the same thing again. Thank you. Hell yeah. Flying rotary phones. So, yeah, I did have this game. Unfortunately, I sold it, like, I don't know, 6 years ago, along with my entire collection of Game Boy games, just because I needed the money, and who knows, maybe I will need the money again. Because, I was gonna say, fortunately enough, I have since reacquired the games. Not all of them, but even more games, actually, than I once owned. You know, as the collection I had from when I was a kid. Now I own a lot more games, physical games, authentic games, than I ever did when I was a kid. But also some from when not all that I owned when I was a kid. Like I did have like Speedy Gonzales. I don't have that. Still don't have that. And I had Mortal Kombat 2 for the Game Boy. A crappy game, as it turned out, but when I was a kid, I was like, oh, I love it. I can finally play a Sub-Zero. Back then, I didn't have a Super Nintendo. So, yeah, and again, I couldn't see the colors, so the whole point was actually kind of moot. But, yeah. Yeah, let's go up and pitch. I do think there's like... Oops! No. Stop it! Yeah, and also... Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Jesus! Now I forgot what I was gonna say. I do know the Konami code. This is the first game which I... this is actually the game where I learned the Konami code. And I used it constantly. Well, not constantly, actually. This game is pretty easy, so I never really did have to use it. But this is one of those games where it does work. So I can use it if I want to. And right now is actually the best time to do it. But I mean, I do have, like, the other guys. We'll see. But yeah. And also, I do own, like, an NES game. And it's actually the physical copy from when I was a kid, Gradius. That's also a game where you can use the Konami code. And apparently, it was the very first game, even before this one. And I never knew that. I never knew that. But that's so weird, because you don't have any health. And never mind. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to see that screen once in a while. Oh! I did not know that. Well, maybe I did, but I had forgotten about that. Apparently, it works as just like the NES game. If one turtle gets captured. So that's why I always picked Mikey, because I always risked him. Now it suddenly makes sense why I did that. I had forgotten about that. Apparently they do get captured and you can't play with them again. Or play as them. Not with. That's a whole other ball game. Ball game. Yeah, I know. My humor sucks sometimes. Sucks. Okay, stop it. Come on, I lost my job. Just let me have some fun. If I'm, like, being reckless right now, it's because things are popping up all over the screen. Oh, well, that was wasteful. It's like I have this, what is it, like 2556 times 1440 inch monitor, not inch, sorry, but the 1440 monitor, whatever, it's like that, and I can only have Visual Boy Advance like 20% of the screen, not even that. And that's annoying. I wanted to have it completely blown up in full screen, even though the pixels are like gigantic when you do that. But I can't do that, because if I do that, the entire this screen would be completely wonky, I think. I actually haven't checked that right now, but I'm not going to do that because now I'm playing and I'm used to looking at it like this. So never mind. We'll have to check that up later on. This is actually taking longer than it has to because I'm constantly pausing, pausing the game to talk. But it's because I like talking to you, even when you don't fucking talk back. I'm kidding, I'm not angry. I'm just I'm in a weird place today. When I was a kid, I always thought it was strange that there's like this platform when where Don is standing right now, and there's like the stairs going up to the right, and then there's like one measly step to the left before those big black things. What was the point with that? I mean, what was the point? Why is there a step there? It always bothered me. Like here. Why is there a step down there? I don't get it. To this day, I still ask myself that. Whoa, and now it's next boss. Hello, Bebop. Ah, I was gonna do it without losing one hit. Or getting hit once. Alright, next stage. Oh no, they escaped by car. They did? Okay. Then let's get the turtle van, or the turtle wagon, and or party wagon, whatever it's called. You know, the big beetle van. The big Volkswagen van, anyway, which is converted. Let's chase after them. But no. Instead, we're on top of, trucks. No kidding. This would have been awesome for, like, a chase stage, a driving stage. This would have been... They kind of dropped the ball on that one. But this was, like, when the Game Boy had just come out. I think it's, like, 1 or 2 years old. So this was just like the prototype games where they were feeling where they could go, what they could do with the technology and some such. So I kind of forgive them in that regard with that in mind. Yeah, come on. Thank you. So funny because the soundtrack of this game. I mean, every song is like, it has as deep a meaning to me from my childhood as like any nursery rhyme that I grew up with. This is just as ingrained in my brain. Kattegatt ska vi, till Kattegatt ska vi, till Kattegatt ska vi. I always said that. That was Swedish, by the way. I always thought that when I was a kid. That phrase, I made it up, of course, but it just felt like, you know, when you played games when you were a kid and you heard songs and you'd make up lyrics to them. That was one of them. Yeah, I ended up all. And now here's Baxter Stockman. As you can tell, all these bosses are extremely easy. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's almost laughably so. But I mean, in that regard, it's nothing worth complaining about. You don't have to I'm not going to complain about it because here's the river. Let's chase them. Yeah, across the river. I don't complain about the bosses being too easy. You know why? Because this was the perfect beginner's game for me. It was like, I mean, what could I have been? Maybe like 7 or 8 years old, maybe even 6 years old when I played this, and it was just like the perfect, you know, difficulty, because it's very easy now. Sure, I mean, I'm a hardcore gamer now, but back then, when video games were just starting to hit the market, it was like the late 80s, like between the 80s and 90s. That's the magical time where, you know, you had to start out easy, and I think the game developers knew that. You have to start out easy, or maybe they just didn't. I don't think they made them easy on purpose. They were kind of, as I said, they were kind of feeling their way forward. You know, trying different stuffs, plural. I don't know. And this ended up being a great beginner's game, in my opinion. Damn. And if you're wondering why I'm looking to my side, I do have a cell phone, which is reminding me that people are texting me and wishing me a happy birthday. That's awesome. But I can't really answer them right now. Well, of course I can. I can pause the game. Ah! Yeah. Come on. Wait, am I gonna... Am I gonna sick Raph on the Shredder? Really? This is actually the only game, or is it the only game? I don't know. But it is one of the Turtles games, at least, that actually doesn't have Shredder as the final boss. It has Krang as the final boss. Shredder is the boss of this stage, and the next stage, which is the last stage, has Krang. And that's why, actually, I grew up with that, and I actually thought that every game should have Krang as the final boss, because this is what I was, brought up with. So I naturally always thought that Krang would be like the very final boss. And then, of course, I grew up and kind of understood that, well, yeah, Krang is like an extra-dimensional being. He is a more serious threat in that regard, but Shredder will always remain the Turtles' #1, like, nemesis. The really, he knows ninjutsu, and the most important thing is his backstory with Splinter. Whether Splinter was the rat or if he was Hamato Yoshi, doesn't really matter. Splinter and Shredder does have that they do have that connection. So it kind of makes it more important. It's more personal with him for the Turtles. Man, I love to hear myself speak. I don't know. Oh, right. I will say, I told you I do own this game again, and I actually own a complete version of it. I have like the box and the manual, and even the authentic original inside, the interior. Not like the cheap paper ones that you can buy today, but the original plastic ones, the transparent plastic. Yeah, I'm awesome. I'm just kidding. I've become sort of a collector. Come on. That's why I'm telling you this, because it's very difficult today to find collectors. To find games that are complete in your own home region. So finding it complete, truly complete, as a Scandinavian edition, as an original Scandinavian edition, was pretty difficult and kind of pricey, but it was worth it. This was the very first game that I owned, and I felt like I owed it. Come on! So yeah, it's basically what got me started down the video game path. It is. Yes, we did have like NES and a couple of NES games, but they were secondhand, and they belonged mostly to my dad. I got to play them once in a while, but the Game Boy, that was all mine. This game was all mine. So this was, for all intents and purposes, my very first true video game. Even if it was portable, this was the very first one. Again, if we don't count Tetris with the bundle, the Game Boy bundle. Okay. Yeah, that's an idea. Doing a stream of Tetris. My God, there probably is streams of Nintendris. No. Of Tetris. Maybe I should check that up one day. I really could go for a pizza right now. Yeah, there's nothing really that dangerous. As you can see, they just throw foot soldiers at you, and like these strange black balls. And here's the shredder. I don't know what his problem is. He sounds like a supermarket alarm when you hit him. Wow. He hasn't been able to hit me once. You see? I told you. These bosses are easy. Laughably easy. But, again, I don't mind. Alright, final stage. Let's hurry. Here's the Technodrome. And the obligatory jump shot. Yeah! And, of course, it will be with my favorite Leonardo. This is the best music, by far. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can't even scratch my face, no. Man, there sure is a lot of holes in this floor if you think about how many Mausers are coming up from it, from beneath it. My favorite move, you know. You know what? I dare say they dropped the ball here, because this is supposed to be the final stage, and there's nothing in the background. I mean, there's just like some high-tech flooring and ceiling. There's just a white background. This is cheaping out. This is like just... I always resented this. Why can't they make like this final stage as epic as they could possibly make it? I mean, they had stage 3. That was like a moving city and whatever. This is just a cheap cop-out. Yeah, people be like, "Whoa, how did you know that was coming?" Well, dude, I've been playing this game since I was like 9. Yeah, 9. That's when I actually got it. So actually, on this day it is exactly 20 Wait. If I was 9 when I got this, and I'm 34 today, bear with me. I'm no like math genius or anything. Of course, you don't need to be that, but I'm just so... my head's all over the place right now. But let's say one more year, and let's say I would be 10 years old. Like 20, 30. And it's actually 25? 25 years ago! 25 years ago! Wow. Right? I'm not wrong now, am I? I think so. I think so. 25 years ago. Huh. Time flies. I will say one thing that doesn't change with time is how this chair is killing my ass. Dun 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 na 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 now na na now na 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 now na 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 now na 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 now meow. Yeah, because you need a full pizza to face Krang. Really? Not really. I'll show you how difficult he is. That's Krang. Come on. Yes! I always want to fit my feet right in between those panels or whatever it is. I made it! We are here to save April. Oh, really? I would never have guessed. You saved me. Thank you, turtles. And now we should actually get the true ending. Instead of just a game over. Hell yeah. Epiluge. Freak the Foots, mangle the Mousers, and total the Technodrome. That's turtle power! But what about the Shredder and Krang? Turn to toast? Vaporize to milkshake? What? You can't be vaporized to milkshake. Milkshake is a liquid. It's not a vapor. Whatever, I'm overthinking this. Or escape to Dimension X. Until we know, none of us can sleep safely in our beds. Shells. Really? Yeah, I usually never saw this. Well, I did see this, but not that often, seeing as how you could just choose your stage in the beginning. Now. Well, that was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan. Final thoughts on the game? Well, I don't know. I mean, yes, it is very simple. It is very short. It's very, very, very easy. But, I mean, it'll always have a special place in my heart. I mean, the graphics are really nothing special, but back then it was like... it was the best I'd seen. I mean, that far. So far. Well. Ooh. And of course now you get the game over screen. Ultra games, that's actually not the version I grew up with. Because Ultra games were the shell company for Konami. One of the shell companies. Seeing as how they were being restricted to a limited amount of releases by Nintendo, they had to have shell companies that they could use to circumvent Nintendo's licensing policies. Ultra games, well, might as well just turn this off, shall we? Yeah, Ultra games were, as I said, not the version that I grew up with. It was actually Palcom. That was the European version of Konami, of the Konami shell company. Yeah, but that's Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan, and that... Oh, okay, fine, it took me 45 minutes. 46. Okay, pretty soon, 47. But, I mean, I've been sitting here pausing the game constantly, so... To be fair, if I was gonna play the game and, like, try to speedrun it, I probably could do it, like, in... Let's say, well, no more than 25 minutes. Nah. 25 minutes, something like that. That's it for today. It's a very short stream. I actually do have to get moving because I'm meeting up with my mom. She's cooking me a birthday dinner. So, yes, thank you for now, and I will be back soon. I do have Hjalmar locked in the dungeon. I do have that. I'm going to free him pretty soon. And of course, you know what happens then. He's gonna have his hair grown out. But I really don't know when I'm gonna do that. I'm also at this point where I feel like playing Skyrim, is that all I'm gonna do with this channel? No, I want to do something else. And I can do things. I mean, I'm sure you're like sitting there saying, yeah, well, then do something else. Duh. Well, yes, that's been my reoccurring thought for a long while now. But I'm just worried that I know how I am. And when I don't play a game for a long time, I tend to lose track and I tend to lose interest. And also, if I want to go back to that game, there is a point of no return where I feel like, no, I'm going to have to... I can't relate to this game anymore. I have to start from the beginning. And I've done that a lot with Skyrim. I don't want to do that again. So I feel like I have to get back to Skyrim at some point. Maybe later this week. Actually, on Saturday, I'm going to have a birthday party with a surprising amount of Facebook friends and actual friends coming over. So I actually have to clean this place up again. Feels like nothing. I do nothing but clean here. And even so, it's like dust everywhere. Alright, never mind. I'm getting off track here. But I was thinking about playing some other games, except for Skyrim. I will return to Skyrim, but I was thinking about playing... I've recently installed... I mean, they're also basically nostalgic. They're not console games, but they're older PC games. Not 90s games, but... Well, one is a remake, actually. It's the Sid Meier's Pirates. I was thinking about streaming that one. That's a good game for just relaxing. I mean, it's a very repetitive game, so you don't really need to do, like, a consistent story with that one. Like, part 1, part 2, part 2, part 3, you know. And also, Medieval 2, Total War. I love that game to death. It's like... I love that strategy game and the massive armies, and you know, and I want to do the Last Kingdom mod. I love that mod. So I will I maybe I maybe will I will do that. There's only one problem with Sid Meier's Pirates that I recently found out, and it's the fact that I tried to record, a test screen when you play that game, and every other PC game has the widescreen. They have support for widescreen, the widescreen setting. Sid Meier's Pirates doesn't. Um, it only has like the old 4:3 format, and it's nothing special. I mean, I can fix that. I can have like an image behind it, like in the backdrop. But the problem is, I tried that, and OBS. I see OBS right now where I see it. It's right up there on my. It looks nice. I see everything on my secondary screen up there. But when I stream Sid Meier's Pirates in full screen, OBS shifts over, and I can see like maybe half the window. So I'm thinking about I think about I'm kind of thinking about what I should do with that, if I'm gonna do it at all. All right, those are just two examples of what you may see me stream the next time, or Skyrim. I don't know. We'll see. Basically, that's it for today. When I will stream next time, I don't know. As this proves, I can stream whenever. I don't have to be up all night, I mean, it's gorgeous weather outside. So why I'm sitting inside right now streaming, I don't really know. Well, actually, it was just to kill time before I was gonna um, get over to my mom's. But that actually seems to be the case right now. So I'm gonna thank you guys for joining me, even though nobody saw this during the live chat, the live stream. But in the archived stream, if you're watching this, thank you, and hope to see you again. Have a pleasant day, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Goodbye.